Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another speed build here for Thornton Hill Zoo. Man, we're just pumping them out now, aren't we? I'm trying to wrap up Thornton Hill Zoo here on I guess a big positive note, and again, I know everyone really likes these speed builds, and you know what? They're not the worst thing ever. I mean, heck, I think I did the last one for like 20-ish minutes talking straight. I haven't done that in a while, so apparently I've been kind of gearing up and ready to do a speed build myself there, since I had a lot to say and everything. So today's not as long at all there. We're doing kind of a, I don't want to say simple, build there, because definitely has some complexity to it, but overall it's kind of a type of habitat or enclosure that I've done a few times now, so I'm kind of feeling more comfortable with it. Just has some different iterations to it, of course, but yeah, so overall we're doing a sun bear habitat and making this a little bit of the older type of habitats there, with more of that trench and kind of moat system going on there. So yeah, like I said in the last episode there with the clouded leopard and everything, kind of trying to stick with some more of the older type of enclosures to wrap up Thornton Hill Zoo there. Thornton Hill Zoo's gotten enough kind of brand new enclosures and really nice looking enclosures, so we're gonna wrap it up by doing a bunch of kind of older style things there. And when I say wrapping up, I do mean wrapping up there. I am very close to wrapping it up. Working on a birdhouse now that I'm sure some of you have seen a video for by this point. I'm also doing that live and stuff like that, but I'm probably gonna finish that up today as of recording, which is the 8th there of April. So hopefully gonna finish that today, and then there's really only one more big plot of land to fill in right next to it. That was the former home of the children's zoo, but went ahead and kind of got rid of that for the time being, just to free up some space. Might bring that back in, but the plot of land I'm looking at is it's not that much room basically, so we might put in just like a habitat, or just kind of make it kind of an open field, kind of take some inspiration from Burkefield Zoo and other older kind of zoos, and just have maybe an open grass field with some picnic benches in it, and just yeah, kind of leave it open and just have a kind of a big promenade or big park space kind of thing. So but yeah, the overall we should be at most, I'll say at most, and it probably won't even take this long, be wrapping up Thornton Hill Zoo by the end of this month there. You got a quick little shot of what's going on. That's actually an old shot too, because a lot of the again open green space in the middle of the zoo, just to the left of the carousel and everything, yeah, right there, you gotta be quick, but right there is all filled in and everything now. So but yeah, so we're wrapping up Thornton Hill Zoo here by the end of the month. I'm holding myself to it. If not, I quit YouTube. No, not really, but but hopefully, if not, then something happened. And then yeah, after that, already starting to kick around the rocks there for a new project. Again, yeah, that's kind of the big thing I've noticed with the, whether it's Dan or just, a whole bunch of other people, they're kind of making new projects, they're new zoos and getting the new zoo bug, and I'm definitely on board with that there. But I have to finish out Thornton Hill Zoo before kind of moving forward with new projects, and I haven't really fully like started thinking about what the theme or anything like that for the next zoo is going to be. Kind of still in the planning stages, as it were, but I kind of feel like I'm gonna just kind of stumble upon the theme, or what I want to do with it pretty much when we start that project there. So yeah, that'll be following just after Thornton Hill Zoo is done with yeah, basically when I'm done with Thornton Hill Zoo there. So but yeah, for the sun bear habitat here, again, not, it's pretty, at this point, to me at least, maybe not to a lot of you, but to me at least, this kind of feels a bit routine with just a few iterations kind of going into it there. So, kind of building this kind of hilly, this kind of on the hill kind of habitat there. Really nice viewing from the guest area. Again, not the prettiest, not the best habitat for the sun bears. It's actually pretty decent size. It's just kind of out of date with the giant kind of concrete walls going up the side of the hill and everything like that. But I've done this kind of habitat a few times, actually dating back to when the game kind of came out, and I've been kind of perfecting it as I go there. So yeah, I just kind of feel really good at this point with this kind of enclosure build there. So up top there with that structure, that's going to be the keeper hut, and the backstage area where the sun bears will go. I don't build a backstage area for the sun bears or anything like that, but it's mainly just an area where the keepers can kind of go in and out of there. So that's actually one of two areas that the keepers could get in, and I add this in a little bit later on in the video there, but I want to talk about it now. I had this idea that this enclosure was so old that there was like an original keeper entrance that wasn't like a building at the back there, or even like gussied up or kind of themed in at all. So basically, off to the left hand side of this enclosure, can't really see it now, but it's in this trench system there. I saw this in a few kind of older style enclosures from I think like the Bronx Zoo and the Lincoln Park Zoo. But in the trench system, I basically build a little door for our keepers to walk in and out of, with some really steep stairs to walk up and down the, or to get up into the enclosure with. And I thought that was kind of an interesting idea. I've seen a few other people do it, and you see it in real zoos where, yeah, it's just an old keeper entrance that is really not in use anymore. It's all kind of grown up with foliage over top of it, and yeah, it's just really not in use anymore, but it's still there. So kind of just little, you know, remnants of the past of the zoo there. So I like doing that kind of stuff. I was showing it off earlier in the video. You may have seen it. I sped over to the old bear pit because we have a lot of new people kind of coming into Planet Zoo with the new Animal Pack, you know, DLC. The game is half off right now, as well as all the DLCs and packs and everything. So a lot of new people are coming into the game. So I kind of show off Thornton Hills Zoo randomly throughout the video here, and I showed off the old bear pit because yeah, just kind of a different idea that people haven't really seen. I kind of think that's a fun little interesting idea. So just kind of trying to keep that going with Thornton Hills Zoo, where we have little, you know, remnants of the past, since this is you know, an older zoo there. It's been around for quite a long time, so there's little remnants and little hints of past zoo bits, right, that are still not destroyed or anything. They're just kind of hanging out there. So but yeah, overall kind of really not much more to go there. A little bit more with the video. I think only a few more minutes with the time lapse. We kind of just finish out the habitat and then kind of stop there. So the big question I have for all of you is, what should go across from here? So you get little glimpses of it every once in a while, but right across from here we have a big old area that is nice and open. So at the moment I was thinking maybe a restaurant, but actually right around the corner from here is a really nice restaurant that Wyatt Andrews built in the Expedition Asia section there. So restaurant wouldn't really do it, so maybe a habitat of some sort. So I don't want to do the binturong, the Malaysian tapir, or the proboscis monkey. I have an idea for a habitat for those three. Someone commented on a video for the clouded leopard, I believe it was, and said that there would be a cool idea to put them across from the clouded leopard. So I have an idea there. So those three are taken care of. So yeah, this area right there where I was kind of messing around there, what do we think could go over there? Maybe an aviary, maybe a quick little house, maybe just a relaxation zone. I don't know, I'm kind of open to a lot of different ideas, but there's definitely a big plot of land there. Aren't these billboards great, by the way? I've been having a ton of fun with the billboards, and when we get into our next build, which is going to be a birdhouse for Thornton Hills Zoo, where we'll have a bunch of fun with the billboards there. But hey, no, overall, yeah, let me know what you think about that plot of land across there, what we could do. Let me know what you think of the sun bear habitat. Gonna have some cinematics at the end of the video for y'all to take a look at and everything. And yeah, like I said, we're almost done with Thornton Hills Zoo there, so just kind of get ready to wrap up this series and move on to a next one there, which should be a ton of fun. So yeah, hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. I always do appreciate it. Again, if this is your first time hanging out, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, also hit the like button. Helps out the channel, helps out the video there. So hey, thanks so much everyone. Always appreciate it. Until the next one, have a good one.